Hello and welcome back to the studio. You are tuning in to Bahram English 99. These 8 words, can, could, may, might, should, must, will, and would, are English's core helping verbs. They describe the status of an action, providing context for the verbs they assist. Native speakers use these instinctively, but the abstract concepts they represent, like mood, ability, and condition, make their definitions overlap. This creates confusion when you're trying to choose the exact word for a specific situation. Moving beyond dictionary definitions requires looking at their power levels. When these verbs snap into an organized scale, we can see a spectrum of certainty, politeness, and force. You are listening to us from Bahram English 99, and today we are going to break down how to navigate this scale. Treating these verbs as a measurable series of levels provides a framework for understanding how native speakers actually communicate. We'll start with the possibility scale. Imagine you are predicting whether you'll run into traffic on the highway. On this progress bar, might indicates a 30% chance of traffic. Moving the bar to 50% brings us to may, a neutral probability. Could pushes the probability to 60%. At 80%, we find can, expressing high certainty based on experience. Swapping one modal verb for another changes the specific expectation you are setting for your listener. The permission spectrum works similarly. Imagine you need to ask a stranger for permission to take a photograph. This thermometer tracks your politeness. Asking, "Can I take a picture?" registers at 40%. "Could I?" raises the level to 60%, while "may I?" moves into the formal 70% range. At 80%, "Would you mind?" offers the highest social consideration. You are listening to us from Bahram English 99. Using this scale helps you adjust your tone to fit the social requirements of the moment. Our third spectrum measures advice. In this scenario, a friend is standing outside in the cold without a coat. This speedometer measures social pressure. "You could wear a winter coat" applies 40% pressure. "You might want to" increases that to 60%. The needle moves to 80% with should, becoming direct. Finally, must hits 100%, expressing total obligation without choice. The advice spectrum allows you to control the amount of pressure you exert on the person you're speaking to. Finally, we have requests. Think about asking someone for a significant favor, like a ride to the airport. We can map request options on these steps. Can you sits at 40%, will you moves to 60%, and could you reaches 70%. At 80%, would you is the most polite and respectful way to ask a major favor. Let's pause for a quick reminder. You are listening to us from Bahram English 99. Choosing the right step on this scale can influence how a person responds to your request. Modal verbs function as precision tools for social intelligence. Selecting a forceful must or a polite would changes the dynamic of your interaction and the pressure you put on others. We can use these same tools to model a polite request right now. Would you be kind enough to subscribe? Thank you very much, and send this video to your loved ones so we can be seen more. Understanding these levels allows you to choose the specific word that fits the context of your conversation.